Raquel from Soigné again. I'm here to explain to designers what not to do on Showit, and something that I have done numerous amounts of times. So let's get into it. First things first, we're gonna go on to media library. This is your media library for your account. So when you are transferring a website to a client, or if you're selling templates, you need to understand and explain to the person that you're selling to that the media that is going to be on the template is not going to be in the media library that they have on their account, because your media library is completely yours. So with that being said, do not delete anything in your media library. If you think that it's specific to each individual website, you are wrong. So make sure that when you are sharing a template, or you are giving a template to a client, or selling a template, you are also disclaiming that these images are not going to be in their media library. So if they end up deleting this, that's not going to come back. So that's one that's really important. Another one that I do numerous amounts of times, and I hope that I can figure out not to do it or just remember, is when you have views. Now, I do it a little bit differently just because I'm OCD and I need things to be seen, whereas anything that's in or on your canvas as view one, like that's just going to be view one. But I like everything in folders, so I don't know if this is wrong or right. I'm fairly new to Showit, so take this with a grain of salt, but I like to duplicate my views instead of adding canvas views. This just allows me to make sure that everything is in the proper place. Another thing that you can do is you can obviously highlight what you need to highlight and then copy and paste it to your next view, but that's completely up to you. So the one thing that you need to remember is that if you are doing views, make sure it is optimized on the mobile first before you do multiple. So you can see here on the desktop, these canvases all compile her modules, but then you also have frequently asked questions. So this is typically when you do frequently asked questions, but anything that is or has canvas view, do not duplicate the canvas view until you have completely finalized the style on the canvas and it is also optimized on the mobile. And the reason for this is because if you decide to duplicate things and you want things in the same place and then you end up changing something on the canvas view one, then you're gonna have to change everything else. And that's just such a waste of time. So be aware of that. That's the second one, is make sure that you, before you duplicate canvas views, you are confirming and approving that that is your design, and then duplicate it. It will save so much time. The third one is to make sure that you understand what each canvas type means. So when you're on your hero page or your front page or the first page that comes up, you always want to make it window height. I mean, technically you don't always want to, but if you have a logo and a button and you want that to stand out, I would recommend window height, but that's completely up to you. But then you can also do normal, which means that it will not change the minimum height, or you can do grow with content. So those are things just to be aware of and to really understand before moving forward when you're designing. I think those are my top 3 mistakes that I've made in the past. I'm sure there'll be more, but thanks for listening. Hope this helps. And if you have any questions, just let me know.